Hello and welcome to today's episode for the Women Thrive podcast. I'm so excited to have you here for another amazing episode with one of our speakers. So today I have the pleasure of having our special guest, Alexandra Prince, who is the founder of the Holistic Closet. She's a style architect, image consistency consultant, seasoned wardrobe stylist, and speaker. And of course, she is a speaker at the Women Thrive Summit 2022. Alexandra, welcome to today's podcast.
Thank you so much, Ray. I'm really excited to be here and chat with you all.
Well, today we're talking about style and how can style really empower you to have that extra zest in your business, the extra brand persona, and how you can really do it in a holistic way that represents your brand and who you are. So Alexandra, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, so I live in Houston, Texas. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, lived in LA for several years, and am now here in Texas. And I help thought leaders to elevate their style so that they feel confident in increasing their visibility and really amplifying their brand message, because that's what it's all about, right? Is being able to feel like you are the face of your business and to feel empowered within that and feel like you're giving off a message that is truly unique to you.
Yeah, I do feel like style can really represent who we are and give another layer of a message of who you are and your brand and connect with your audience in a different way. I'll share a little bit more about my own experience later on, but I want to find out a little bit more where did this passion come from? What is your background in style?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'll make this quick because I could go on forever about it, but I have always loved fashion since a little girl, as being someone that was painfully shy when I was younger, to the point where, kids are mean. Kids would call me names, bully me because I was just so painfully shy and couldn't use my voice. So I turned to fashion as a way to express myself, kind of my nonverbal communication to the world, everyone I interacted with, letting them kind of into my world a little bit of who I was and what I liked. And that continued to grow as I got older and I got really into fashion design. So I originally went to art school and studied fashion design. And then I sort of did a little traveling and some soul searching and realized that I wanted to really be a part of kind of a team. So I fell into styling and I worked for Nordstrom for 12 years, worked my way up from an assistant stylist to creating my own sort of position as an associate stylist so that I could learn from the stylists and really hone in on my skills, to where I eventually was asked to move to LA to open their photo studio and run the styling department for Nordstrom there. And I did that for many years and just really kind of honed in on all of my skills, but also what fashion really means to me. And it's that self-expression of not only how others see you, but how you feel, because that's the most important part. Fashion can make us feel empowered. It can make us feel more confident. It can make us feel sexier. It can make us feel more self-assured, kind of whatever it is that you want to feel. Fashion can help you to do that and help you to express yourself. And in 2019, I decided to kind of take the plunge and really lean into this itch that I'd been having for many years of creating the holistic closet and being able to kind of put my own message out there about how I view fashion and how I view trends, and how it's really about feel-good dressing, not just following the newest and latest trends, but dressing in a way that feels genuinely in alignment with who you are.
Wow, I love that you have started this journey for, something that empowers you. So you truly understand what it's like for other women who might be shying away from opportunities or leadership positions, or just don't feel comfortable in their own skin. And it sounds like this is what you had in your childhood. You were just, you used a style to assert yourself and who you are when your voice wasn't able to do that for you.
Absolutely. And it also helped me to find my physical voice as well.
Wow, that's so, so powerful. And I love your experience and all the things that you have already done. So now you founded the Holistic Closet. Tell me a little bit more about the Holistic Closet.
Yeah. So the idea around the Holistic Closet is that style's an inside job. I do not believe that anyone can or should dictate what you like to wear, including the fashion industry as a whole. I think that you yourself are the only one that can really determine what makes you feel good, what empowers you, what motivates you, what drives you. And that's where the Holistic Closet comes in to really not only help curate a wardrobe, but to empower you to go after your dreams and be more visible, but also to teach you how to really just love your body and love yourself as a whole, because you are a whole beautiful human being. And it's really about learning like the little details of what silhouettes work best for you, what colors really bring out your complexion and work best for you. So it's really about learning just those little things so that you feel more empowered to get dressed mindfully every day and set an intention for what it is that you want to achieve or how you want to feel in that day with just by getting dressed.
Wow, I love that. I really felt so when I was turning from 29 to 30, and that age just turning into this new decade, I did just that. I did a personal styling session, and I noticed a huge shift in how I was showing up, how I was leading my business, how I wanted to assert myself in my 30s, because I believe that that was sort of the turning point, leaving my 20s behind and then stepping into a new woman. So I totally can relate with, and it goes so much deeper than just what we wear. So why is it, how does our clothes can impact our brand and what we wear, but it goes deeper with your approach. I feel like it's a whole, as your brand says, holistic approach to style and personal brand.
Absolutely. It definitely goes deeper than, that old saying of like, oh, dress for the job you want or dress for the promotion you want. It really goes beyond that into a deeper energy of you can use style as a tool to manifest and call whatever it is that you want into your life. You can use it as evidence, honestly, to your brain that if you're dressing as the woman that you're growing into and you're stepping into her shoes, you're every day asserting and letting your brain know that, oh, the goals that we're doing, the things that we want to achieve are actually happening, because you're not just any longer wishing for those shifts to happen or wishing for that, because you are acting and being and fully embodying who that woman is, which just gets you one step closer to really achieving those goals, because you're already showing up as that person who has these things and who acts a certain way and behaves a certain way, speaks to herself and others a certain way. So yeah, it's really about full embodiment inside and out.
Wow. And I love that. And I know The inside and out is one of your signature approaches or methods in how you approach style. Tell me a little bit more about what the inside out is.
Yeah. So I've developed my own little method that I call the inside out style method. And as the title says, we start within, because I believe that in order to bust past imposter syndrome, in order to really feel 100% comfortable in your skin, we first have to connect with the woman of your dreams, because she is not someone who you admire. She's not someone that you maybe desire to be, like a celebrity. She's you. She is ultimately you. She's always been with you. She probably holds a lot of dreams that you had as a child. When you think about, oh, when I grow up, I want to be this, or I want to do this with my life. And she's still in there, and she's really wanting you to embrace her. So what I do with my clients is we first start with getting clarity on who is she and who does she want you to really step into, and what parts of you does she want you to assert so that you can really lean into her. And then we go through a process of detoxing. Once we've really figured out who she is, what that looks like, and what that feels like, then we go into detoxing mode of just getting rid of what no longer serves you, what doesn't represent who this woman is that you're stepping into and wanting to show up as. And then we go into the realignment process, which is really setting full intentions on how she's going to show up, how she's going to dress, down to every little detail, bringing in pieces to really pull everything together, and just kind of also bringing in the consistency piece of showing up every day and really leaning into that woman that you're being. You're not just wishing to be, you're actively being her. So that's the process that I take my clients through, which is really fun to witness.
Yeah, I love that you call it sort of detoxing and letting go and shedding who you were before, because it feels like it's a bit of a transformation, like a butterfly. You have to get out of your cocoon.
Yes.
And I had to go through this process of getting rid of half of my clothes when we went through wardrobe rehab. I was like, I love these. I still love some of these clothes, but you have to let go. If they don't look the certain way, it doesn't belong in your future anymore.
Absolutely.
You have to let go and just recreate yourself.
Yeah, which can be a difficult process. Absolutely. But it's one that is worth going through. Like, as I'm sure you can agree, Ray, that it's something that it's life-changing, especially as you're growing and, we're changing within our businesses and always evolving. Allowing ourselves to kind of evolve how we show up at the same time really helps us to actually embody everything that we've learned and grown into.
Yeah, totally. And as I champion really the thought leadership and us growing as authority in our own field and positioning ourselves with our brands, I feel like styling has really helped me assert the kind of leader I want to be. And follow on from the styling session, we went on to do a photo shoot. So that was even more powerful, because then I was able to capture kind of that transformation and the new woman that I was stepping into. So recently you've written an article, Stepping into the Shoes of a Woman of Your Dreams, which is also the talk of your talk for the Women Thrive Summit coming up in March. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, absolutely. So the idea of stepping into the shoes of the woman of your dreams, and as I kind of just described, is it really means embodying your whole self. Every aspect about you that really feels genuine to who you are. And in being able to do that, especially as an entrepreneur, a thought leader, woman CEO, wherever you find yourself and where you see yourself going, is just like you said, Ray, the best way to kind of build that authority for yourself, because not only are you sending a message to the universe and everyone that you interact with, kind of what your values are, what beliefs that you have, what you stand for, what your characteristics are that really make you unique and highlight your strengths. It also gives you that confidence and empowerment that, I am this person. I can do this. And I'm not an imposter. I'm not a fraud, because I'm walking the walk. I'm talking the talk. I'm dressing, the dress, and really doing it. So yeah, it's a huge part of becoming that go-to expert and being seen as that thought leader, is really stepping into your own and kind of owning everything that you are. And that's really what it means to me to step into the shoes of the woman of your dreams, is just owning everything that you are.
Yeah. And this is how I see that holistic approach to everything. Yep. You're not an imposter. You don't have to worry about it. But then, as you say, we've got to walk our talk, because a lot of times we say, I want to be this person, and we're trying to manifest, but really our actions and what we say doesn't always match. And when there is misalignment in some part of it, then really you're not showing up how you say, who you say you are, or who you want to be.
Right.
So all of those things have to truly align in order for you to feel and to show up, and for other people to also see you the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I always kind of say that our style and our self-image is either helping us to make quantum leaps, or it's unfortunately sabotaging us a bit. And sometimes we don't realize it, that, like you said, like the words that we're saying, the message that we're giving out may not match up to how we're actually showing up and the energy that we're giving off. And that can be a little bit of a disservice to us. So yeah, really leaning into that can, like it has for me, like as it has for you, really kind of open the magic, as I like to say. It's just kind of opening the floodgates for those opportunities to come in, for people to really see you as that go-to person and as your strengths and everything that you want them to see you as.
Yeah. I definitely feel like it's a deeper transformation when you look in a mirror and the person you say you want to be, or who you trying to project, actually matches it. So when you get dressed up, I feel like you're putting on this superwoman outfit on, and you're ready. Is that transformation? I feel that, when I do public speaking, it's like putting on that suit or putting on that dress, putting those shoes on, and your jewelry, that really brings across the energy and asserts you, who you want to assert yourself, and everything just happens in that moment. And you step on that stage and you open it up, and it's just that moment. So I really, when I saw your talk title, Stepping into the Shoes of a Woman of Your Dreams, I straight away felt something reading that title, and how empowering it can be for a woman.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. I can't wait for your talk. And for all of you listening, if you feel connected to Alexandra's message, if you feel like this might be something life-changing, because I know until today, the work I'd done with my stylist a couple of years ago was life-changing. For me, those lessons actually still carries on today. I know how powerful it is. So if you feel like you want to attend Alexandra's talk at the Women Thrive Summit, I would encourage you to go over to womenthrivesummit.com and save your spot. And this year, we have more than 30 amazing speakers who will be talking about business, women empowerment, confidence building, and many other topics to help you rise and thrive in business and life so you can actually transform your business. You can meet other amazing women on this summit and go through that transformation, go through that butterfly moment where, you can hear these speakers, you can be involved and feel that transformation happening right there on the spot. So save your spot for the upcoming summit. Alexandra, I know this year is going to be powerful for so many women. How do you think style can be empowering? How can we women step into those shoes of that woman and feel more empowered and let go of that imposter syndrome?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just over here a little bit giddy, so excuse me, because you're just talking about the summit has me really excited. I'm excited to listen to all the other incredible ladies speaking. But yeah, style is such an incredible way to empower us. And especially as women, men too, but especially as women, because we have so many incredible strengths that I honestly feel like a lot of the time kind of just like slip under the radar. We're not usually ones to boast about ourselves or kind of share like, yeah, I do this and I can do that. And we're humble creatures, which is beautiful. But I also feel like we have the right to brag just a little bit about ourselves because we're pretty amazing and we can do incredible things. And your style can be a way to empower that, to kind of remind you like, wait a minute, I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I can do all these incredible things. I can do hard things. I can achieve these goals, and just kind of feeling kind of like what you were saying earlier, Ray, about kind of like a superhero and going up on stage. It's really putting on your armor to help you to navigate anything that comes up within your business because you're feeling self-assured, confident in kind of how you're showing up, which helps you to react a certain way, helps you to really behave and talk to others and yourself a certain way because you're fully embodying that woman that you really believe yourself to be and that others believe you to be.
And, when I work with clients, I say to them, because a lot of women go through this imposter syndrome and who am I? And, so as we work through some of those things, because usually it's the beginning part of the mindset, I say to them, what are your bragging rights? And it's really hard for us to actually say all the achievements. And I just want to say to you, listeners, today, you earned those stripes. Yes. Everything that you have been through, everything you have achieved, everything you accomplished, everything you overcome, you have earned your stripes to your bragging rights. So go out there and step into your power and be the woman of your dreams because you have the power to do it. Nobody else will be able to show up for you unless you show up for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So good.
Oh my God.
we could talk about this forever because it's just, I just had like a pause moment of just sort of like, we as women, I feel like underestimate our own power a lot of the time.
Yeah.
When we really can do incredible things. And we do deserve to brag just a bit about it.
So talking about bragging rights, you were featured last month in February in a Women Thrive magazine. And this month you have a special editorial spread.
I do.
Tell us a little bit more. And why should ladies, one, be part of the summit and also check out your editorial spread in the Women Thrive magazine?
Yes, I was just working on it yesterday, and it has been such a fun project to work on. So not to give away too much, but this spread really focuses on putting on our power, being able to step into the shoes of our power and where our sources of power come from, because it's different for everyone. Just like we all have different tastes in what we like to wear, the materials, the textures, the silhouettes, everything. And so I'm going to kind of walk you through some different ways to really put on your power and gain that confidence to go out there and achieve the goals that you want, with some pretty fun put together outfit inspiration as well, that I think everyone will be able to find kind of something in there that they see themselves in, will be fun.
Beautiful. And if ladies wanted to actually work with you, I know you have just revamped your one-on-one coaching program. So tell us a little bit more. How can ladies work with you?
Yes, absolutely. So I recently revamped it. I've added a lot more like juicy stuff in there, as far as we don't just walk through and curate a new wardrobe for you. We really brand you, and it's branding who you are as a woman, who you are as a business owner, who you are as a leader, and what you really want to bring into your life. So not just going, we go through the inside out style method of getting clear on who she is and detoxing what's no longer serving her and realigning, but we also bring in a bit of the mindset piece, because like I said, imposter syndrome can always creep in. And if we can reframe a little bit of how we see ourselves and really believe that I can pull off this outfit, or I can, show up in this, then, oh my gosh, like opportunities open, the magic starts to happen. So I've brought in a lot of juicier things with my one-on-one program, because I feel like it's where I get to kind of lift you up and help you pull out those little pieces that maybe sometimes hard, just like bragging about ourselves. It can be hard to really identify our strengths sometimes in the things that really make us who we are. So together we do that so that we're really branding yourself.
I'm very excited. So how do ladies get in touch with you?
Yeah. So the best way to get in touch with me is to follow me on LinkedIn, and send me a message, interact with me there, follow me, or you can head to my website, which is theholisticcloset.com, and you can sign up for a free 45-minute style image audit, where we'll kind of go through how you're showing up right now, what your wardrobe looks like, how it's not working for you or how it is working for you, and how it is and isn't helping you to really be seen as that thought leader, that change maker within your industry and your niche. So I'll kind of walk you through what really needs to happen for you in order to make that transformation.
Well, thank you so much for being part of our community, our platform, being a VIP speaker for the Women Thrive Summit. I'm just so in awe of your energy and all the value that you bring to the summit.
Thank you so much, Ray. I'm just very excited for the opportunity to be included with all these incredible speakers. I know it's going to be such an amazing event. Like, I want to attend and listen to everyone. I'm coming to also empower you, but I want to learn from all the attendees, all the other speakers, and just, be there and soak it all up.
Yeah. And the energy is just so amazing. Over the last few months, we've seen our speakers connect, and I've seen you connect and collaborate with quite a few other speakers. And it's just so powerful when we women come together. I just feel like there's just something different about when we women start to empower each other and connect on that deeper level.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely a different energy in the room, which feels amazing.
Well, I look forward to seeing you on a summit and also listening into your talk. And for all of you listening to today's podcast, I encourage you to go over to womenthrivesummit.com and save your spot for the March event happening 21st to the 26th of March. That is to celebrate Women History Month and highlight different achievements and voices and messages and stories of women all around the world. So we have 34 amazing speakers from all around the world, covering various subjects from mindset to business growth to confidence, empowerment, and so many other things. So I really look forward to seeing you all there. But for now, please go over to show notes to follow Alexandra Prince on her social media channels, on her LinkedIn. Make sure you book your session with her if you go over to her website. And I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you so much, Alexandra.
Thank you so much.
Take care for now.
Bye-bye.